Guys, the NBA trade deadline is 2 weeks away. It's coming up quick. I don't know how active or how big of a heavy hitter the Nuggets will be at the trade deadline, but I think they might look to make some moves, and I have a couple guys on this list of potential targets that I want to get your take on.
Okay.
Number one, Lonzo Ball.
Oh, come on. He's playing to the crowd.
Lonzo Ball right now, Cleveland Cavaliers. He's averaging 5 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists per game. Kind of been in and out of the rotation some of the year.
No, he's out, man.
Heavier minutes early in the season, not so much as of late.
He has unfortunately not fit the way they hoped, in part because he's broken. He honestly is in a Hunter Tyson shooting slump.
Oof.
Like it's
he's
really
shooting
bad.
27% from 3 on the year.
It's really bad, but you know what? I don't care. The guy can guard. I honestly still think of all places, Denver is the spot. And the bigger thing is you don't have to give up anything to it really is a money dump first and foremost because you want to get off of Zeke Nnaji's contract just for flexibility down the line.
Yep.
Julian Strawther is a guy to me that I'm not like Denver should be investing in any further. If he turns out to be a great player, so what? It's like Denver is not in the developing stage right now. That's what it would cost to get him. And his contract next year is team option. So you could just, if it doesn't work out, you brought a guy on to replace end of bench guys. And so there's only upside. It either works out and it's awesome and he helps you in the playoffs, or it doesn't work out and you saved yourself a bunch of money next year. To me, this is the one. And I think Cleveland would do it.
That's what I was going to ask. Would Cleveland do that?
They're not playing him. Like he's a sunk cost, so to speak. I don't know if they would do it because do they like Julian Strawther and Zeke Nnaji? I mean,
Sure.
Maybe not, but
Does Lonzo Ball help the Nuggets in the playoffs?
He might, is my point. Like
Yeah.
there is a chance because Denver, in my opinion, still needs defense on the perimeter. They need ball handling. And he is a very good passer that doesn't really get to do that because people don't guard him. But in Denver, it might be a little different. He might actually work with a Jokić. So to me, this would be like my dream trade deadline.
Oh, baby, let's
Wow.
go.
Crazy.
What do you think about Lonzo Vogt?
In large part because I don't think it's going to be a fireworks one, but you never know.
Well, so, I mean, do you look at it like, let's say in theory, he fills the Bruce Brown role instead of Bruce Brown?
Yes.
So I think more playmaking out of that position. Offensively, he's arguably having a worse year than Bruce Brown. It's like the same points per game, way worse efficiency, does average more assists per game. He is 6'5", so defensively that probably makes him a bit more versatile. I think the best argument here is that if you could do it to get off of guys who aren't playing, and then that turns into money you're getting off of, like that I think is like kind of wise business, right?
You don't want to go into next year with those contracts still. Like if you can get off,
not
them,
another year. We can't do another year of it.
I mean, you want flexibility that provides it to you, and the team option weirdly gives you. Maybe there's a trade you could make because of that team option.
And I do think Lonzo is a buy low candidate. He's a guy who, a year ago, his stock was way higher.
Yeah,
and he goes to Cleveland. Everybody's saying he's going to take the Ty Jerome spot. It just hasn't worked out. So, I mean, you put him next to Jokić in Denver, just a couple minutes here and there. I got to think he's going to look better than he has so far this season.
Where would he play? Ball Arena.
Does Cleveland want anything to do with the next 2 years of Zeke's contract?
Probably not, but maybe. I mean, again, they just might be in the business of trying to find some players.
If that's the deal.
Also the rumor, maybe about splitting up Mobley and Allen, and like we need a big man.
If that's the deal, I'm in.
Yeah.
If that's how it shook out, I'm in.
Here's another trade candidate for you that I think could fit the Nuggets. What about Keon Ellis? Another defender, another backcourt ball handler type guy. He's averaging 5 points a game.
They hate him out there somehow.
For some reason, he has barely played for Sacramento this season, just 39 games. They do have a lot of guards there. It seems like they will make a move of some sort. And I mean, to me, Keon Ellis is a guy who gives you defense and ball handling. If you're looking for like needs on the Nuggets roster, those are probably the top two.
He's intriguing. I think the price might be too high. If there's a low price on him, because again, as you're saying, they don't seem to value him in terms of giving him minutes.
Yeah.
So if the price is right, absolutely. I love Keon Ellis, have for a long time. Don't understand the situation there. There must be something going on behind the scenes. I just don't think it's realistic.
What's going on behind the scenes is they have 5 different guards that they have to play, and then him.
Yeah.
My thing is it like really a true ball handler and really a true stopper, or is he just kind of that combination guy and it's not that different than Bruce Brown?
I think he's better at both
do
of those
too.
things.
I
than
do too.
Bruce.
And he's a pretty decent shooter as well.
And he's in a contract
He's
year.
shooting 36% from three, but I think he's a better shooter than that. He'd shoot better in Denver.
I will say, again, it's what are you giving up? Because all of Denver's like tradable assets right now are players that I can't imagine people wanting. But
Yeah.
it is, I always said, if you want to win a trade, trade with the Kings.
Yeah.
And it's in fact, Denver's already done that.
I've already done it.
One more guy in the realistic target category, and then I'm going to go to a couple names that would take a bigger package to target. Jevon Carter of the Bulls, another point guard who can give you ball handling and defense, averaging 5 points a game. Also a guy who isn't really playing.
This one is tough for me because Jevon Carter was the original Jalen Pickett.
Wow.
And he would basically be replacing Jalen Pickett. And I think that he is better defensively.
though?
He's like better defensively, but not
Defensively.
offensively. So
Right.
they're just they're the yin and the yang of each other.
Yeah.
I don't think offensively it's close at all. Like I think it's easily Pickett. But Carter is a dog and a defender, and
He's a dog.
is managing to shoot 41% from three this year.
He's like if Jalen Pickett was Bruce Brown.
If Jalen Pickett was...
Because he's a dog like Bruce, you know?
Is he the Jalen Pickett of Bruce Brown's?
Maybe. He might be. So I don't know on this one, man. I don't know.
Okay, let me throw a couple names at you that would probably take a slightly bigger package than we've been talking about for the Nuggets to get. One guy I really like and that I think would be an awesome fit on the Nuggets is Terance Mann. He is a dog. He's an unbelievable defender and can handle the ball a little, has some good size in the backcourt too. He's a guy I look at he's on Brooklyn right now. I'm sure they wouldn't mind losing him at the trade deadline. He's a guy I look at and I say he definitely fits in the backcourt, off the bench, in a playoff game. He could play 10 to 15 really good minutes for you in a playoff series, just what he gives you defensively, IQ, and he can hold his own on the offensive end too. He's not an incredible offensive player, but defense and just size and a little ball handling is what you get with him. I loved what he did defensively for most of that Nuggets-Nets game last week.
Yeah, another trade with them. What is the package here, though? This one's costing you?
Yeah, I mean, you probably obviously throw in Zeke, you put in Strawther, and then, you know, if you might have to take on money and like go into the first apron or something too.
I mean, Terance Mann is 29. They're looking to lose games. Maybe there's some logic in them turning him into a redraft of Julian Strawther. Maybe, for sure. I'm a little lower on Terance Mann than you, but I think he's better than the other options we've talked about.
I also think if you're not getting rid of any rotation pieces, what does he add? Just another defender, which is valuable, but does that mean you can play him, Peyton, and Spencer in a playoff series? Like, are there minutes for all of those guys because they're all kind of similar in what you're asking? Maybe the answer is yes, and you get into a matchup with Shea, and you just need to throw as many bodies as you can. That one seems like it might cost more than what you're saying, and I'm not sure that it works unless you lose one of the guys I just mentioned.
No, but if you turn guys who aren't playing at all, and it's we have a couple more guys we could throw out there for 5 minutes to just literally pick him up full court, right? What teams do to Jamal. So there's some logic there.
Good player, though.
What about Ayo Dosunmu? 14.6 points per game. He's probably in the same category as well. He's shooting the heck out of the ball from three, 46% from three this season, 52% from the field. Still only playing 26 minutes for the Bulls off the bench.
Way better than Terance Mann, but also probably way more costly.
I was going to say, I think both of these guys cost you Peyton Watson. That's more of a moving off of Peyton Watson deal than it is a bring him in alongside. And in both cases, I mean, I think the immediate impact is maybe less than what people think, even though I'm higher on P-Watt than either of those two guys. Once everybody's healthy, P-Watt's role gets put into a box. And both of those guys can play inside that box.
Right.
So maybe that's a pivot, but I do feel like it would be a little underwhelming to lose Peyton Watson right as he's ascending and get a guy that you're like, yeah, this is who he is.
To me, it's almost like this isn't an option. But if he was in that Christian Brown spot, you know what I mean? Like as right now, does it look like maybe he would fit a little better? Maybe, but yeah, I mean, it would take Peyton. It would definitely take more than Julian and Zeke.
Somebody else that is in that category for me is Naji Marshall, who's like a really good player. This would also be in a Peyton Watson type deal, I feel like.
Yeah.
If you're moving off of him. Naji Marshall is kind of like you were just saying, what Peyton Watson is right now. but he's going to stay at that level for this year and next year when you have him under contract.
I see them as different players. Naji Marshall's a dog. I do wonder how much his game translates to Denver. I think he can do a lot of things for a lot of teams. Like he can just become a tough guy. I think Jokić would love him because I think he's tough as nails. But do I really want to send Peyton Watson to go pair up with in division with Cooper Flagg? I honestly think that's part of the consideration. Does that
has to be.
What I like Naji Marshall. I think it would work out, though I don't know because his game is not a perfect like 1-to-1 match in the Jokić system. But man, that would give a scary defensive upside foundation in Dallas for years to come.
You asked me this a month ago. I say, heck yeah, easy. Now I don't think that's an easy call at all. One thing to consider, Naji Marshall shooting 30% from 3 on the year. And I'm just thinking about when you get to these playoff series, it's like, well, this guy could add this. Yep. Okay, but can he be on the floor? So that's my concern and my hesitation.
Yeah.
I wish there was a way to get Bryce Sensabaugh. They don't use him out there in Utah.
Didn't he have like 40 plus off the bench last week or 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, they don't use him. He's a weird, like, it's like Keontae George is their guy. So he gets all the options and he has to like pick up the table scraps and every now and then he goes for 40. And it's like,
you know what, Adam? That's a sensible
And then
take.
the next game he's out for rust.
I'm just saying that to me looks like the guy that might be the P. Watt of Utah.
Right. Yeah. Anyways, if the Nuggets do get into this trade deadline conversation, I think the move they make is a smaller one. It's at the Lonzo Ball type of level. But you never know. Things can change at the last minute, and maybe 2 weeks from now, some different sort of thing happens, and it results in the Nuggets thinking of making a more significant move.
I think that you're right, and I wouldn't be surprised if the deal they make, even there's a chance it's even not of the Zeke Nnaji variety. It's really more of the Julian Strawther for somebody else's Julian Strawther who just so happens to be a point guard, or a
defender or
like
something.
Lonzo Ball, the Cavs, Julian Strawther.
Yeah, he's more veteran, and I'm wondering if Denver even ends up trading for some guy. Again, it's not going to be Jordan Walsh because he's had a breakout year, but somebody that you're betting on of like, hey, Jordan Walsh is good. Like before the breakout, we think that's the guy we want, and some other team looks at Julian and says, we'll let him shoot every time.
Yeah.
The crazy thing about Julian is whenever you're considering what is he capable of, winning a game 6 against the Oklahoma City
big time, man.
Which is like, that's a crazy thing to reflect on.
Right. Big time.
Well, let us know in the comments what you think. Do you have anybody on your Nuggets trade deadline target list? Any predictions for the deadline? Let us know. We'll see what happens in 2 weeks.